Hey there, my name's Emilia and welcome to the University of Melbourne Green Impact Toolkit. It might look like a lot, but I promise you it's really easy to use, so just follow along with this video and you'll be a pro in no time. So first things first, let's register. Click on the registration button and fill in your details. When you get to the registration code, make sure you write in 156. That is a specific code for the University of Melbourne. So that's 156. Keep filling in your details until you get to the team name. Now, if you are the first person registering for your new team, you can fill out all the team details. Only one person needs to do this per team. If you're joining an existing team, you can simply select from the drop-down menu for the team that you want to join. Now, let's go back to the login page and sign in. All right, now that we're in, you can see that there are a number of different options you can choose on the left-hand side here. So depending on what type of team you're joining, that will tell you which tabs that you interact with. If you're joining from a college, office, or student clubs team, you'll be using the bronze, silver, gold, and platinum tab. Retailers use the retail tab, and any labs, hospitals, and vets teams use the labs, hospital, and vets tab. There's also the special tab, which is for our special awards, so I would recommend having a look over that towards the end of the program. The way that all actions are laid out within each tab is exactly the same. They obviously just vary differently depending on what team you're joining. So we'll go through a bronze example and you can see the layout of every kind of action. So within each tab, we have broken down the actions even further into different categories. So you can see we've got a number of different categories you can choose from, which makes it really exciting and lets you really choose what interests you. So let's just start with an example of a biodiversity action. So the criteria tab is telling you what you need to do to complete that action. So this one we can see it's uploading a photo in front of a tree on the National Trust Significant Tree Register. We also have a link to the Sustainability Plan goal and also an icon for the SDG, which is the Sustainable Development Goals that the action relates to. Click on the Further Information tab to see why we're asking you to complete the action, and also we'll share some useful links here as well that we think might help you complete the action. How will you be audited lets you know what the auditors will be looking at when we come on and verify your actions later in the year. Here we can see that the auditors check for your photo with the tree of choice and evidence of a social media post. You can also see here that with every action, there is a metrics question. So this one is how many trees did your team take photos with? And don't forget to fill that out when you're completing each action. The final tab is for you to upload your comments and evidence in. You can see here we've got a comments box. That is for you to either leave comments for your other team members or for the auditors to say how you may have completed an action or provide additional evidence. This upload evidence button allows you to upload photos, videos, Word documents, PDFs, and email threads. So use that to have any supporting evidence for your action. Over on the total points section, you can see how many points this particular action is worth. You can see here there's not done, NA, and done options. All you need to worry about is the done. So when you have added all your evidence, click on the done button. It doesn't matter whether you click yes or no. This just means, did you complete this action because of green impact or were you already doing it? So in this case, I can click yes. Once you're finished filling out all the details, make sure you come up and click the Save Changes button. So you can see all of the actions are laid out the same here. If you click on the About page up the top, you'll be able to have a look at what you need to do to achieve a certain level within each team that you're in. If we come back to the intro page, click on this top button, the Achievement Report. So the Achievement Report will highlight what your team is doing and where you are so far in the program, give you an overview of the whole of the University of Melbourne, and then also an international picture so you can see how people are taking part globally. This is really cool. With the league table, you can see which teams are in the top 10 for the University of Melbourne. So if you do have a little competitive streak, come on here and see where your team's sitting. That's everything. That's a really quick crash course into how to use the University of Melbourne's Green Impact Toolkit. We are always here to help you. So if you do have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, and you can find our details on the contact page.